Good morning, ladies, and welcome back to the channel for our third newest workout of the Strong and Sexy Guide. Today's upper body workout is going to help you sculpt and tone into the arms, back, chest, and shoulders for a leaner, stronger upper body at home. As far as equipment goes, all you'll be needing is your lightest set of weights for those shoulders and a moderately heavier set for our other arm exercises today. Don't forget to grab your free guide from the link in the description. That calendar is going to help you stay fit at home all the way through the month of January with 5 workouts a week. Smash that thumbs up button for me, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and let's get ready to feel amazing. All right, everybody, I know it's been a while since we did a full-on arm day together, so I'm pretty excited about this. I hope you are too. We are going to be starting off with those shoulders, but in terms of our format today, we will be doing 45-second exercises, 15 seconds rest. We've got 5 circuits total to cover and 6 minutes in length for each. Now, I'll tell you more as we get started, but I want to pick up those lighter weights to begin. Our first exercise in standing or kneeling, you take your pick. We're bringing the arms in, palms are facing towards the thighs. We come up, we pulse, and we lower about 3/4 of the way. Getting started with our workout in 3, in 2, in 1. Okay, take your position. We come up, we pulse, and we lower 3/4 of the way. So I actually have quite a funny story about this workout for you, which I'll tell you at some point. But in terms of our circuits, we've got our first circuit, 6 minutes into the shoulders, which, by the way, roll those back and down for me, squeeze those abs in. Circuit number 2, we're gonna go into the back muscles, build some strength there. Circuit number 3, we go into biceps and triceps. Number 4, we work into the chest. Personally, my favorite circuit. And then we're gonna finish things off with an abs and arms burnout. Keep going for me. 10, 9, 8, 7. Controlling those weights. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. If you want, you can hold those weights up for the rest. Otherwise, you can bring those arms down. This time, turning the palms away from you. Again, roll those shoulders back and down. We come up, slight bend in those elbows. We're gonna circle back in 4, in 3, in 2, in 1. Just warming up the arms. Back for 10, 9, 8. Tiny circles. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And bring it forward for 10, 9, 8, 7. Keep the arms up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now pulse up for 10, 9, 8. If you have to drop those weights, you absolutely can, but keep your arms up. 3, 2, 1. Now bring it to 45 degrees for 10, 9, 8, 7. Shoulder height. 6, 5, 4. Fight through the burn. 3, 2, 1, and lower those arms down. Next exercise, we're gonna come into a cross raise, so the palms come out away from us. We're gonna lift, cross one weight over the other, come up and alternate, starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We bring it up, control that motion, cross the weights, come down, and alternate the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Rib cage is down, abs are squeezed in. You're excited, you're gonna fight through that burn today. And our other goal for today is also gonna be to just come out of this feeling absolutely incredible, strong, powerful, amazing, like we own these weights today. Lift and cross, and I cannot wait to tell you my story about today. It's pretty funny. You're probably gonna laugh at me. And actually, I'm pretty nervous for you today because this is a true arm burner. Another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower it down. Okay, we're going into our hammer curl and press now. So the palms face in, elbows tuck in towards the waist, roll the shoulders down. We come up towards the shoulders, we press overhead and back down. I'm gonna come to the ground for a moment so you can see what I'm doing. In 2, in 1. Lift towards those shoulders and press. One smooth, controlled movement. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great job. Elbows coming back towards that waist. Control it. Those weights do not own you. You bought them, right? And I do have to say also, if you're not feeling the burn yet, you can handle a slightly heavier weight here. However, we are working into the shoulders, so nothing too heavy. A little bit of faster reps for this one. And then we go into those heavier weights for the next couple of circuits. Lift, squeeze up, down, and to that 90 degrees. For 5, for 4, for 3, 2 more, and last one, press it over, bring it down, and lower the weights. All right, so similar position for this next one. Elbows stay in towards that waist, palms are facing in once again. We come out towards the side. This time we press forward, come back and down in 3, in 2, and 1. Again, if you do want to be in standing, you absolutely can. Sometimes I take one foot backwards. It helps with my balance a little bit. Or you can have them right next to each other. Slight bend in those knees, squeezing those abs in the entire time. Press forward, back and down, keeping those arms at shoulder level. I know it's tough, but we want to get stronger. We want to feel great. We want that mood boost, that adrenaline rush, those happy hormones. We got to work for it. Up, press, back and down for 10, 9, 8, 7, you're almost there, 6, 5, 4, 3, come on, fight for it, 2, 1, hold at the front for 8, 7, hold strong, 6, 5, my arm's shaking, 4, 3, 2, and 1, lower it down. All right, if you want, you can grab lighter weights for this next one, but we are gonna keep those palms facing in. This time, we come all the way up, we press, and we slowly lower out towards the side in 3, in 2, in 1. Coming up, all the way over, down, press, and circle out, 2, 3, 4. Turn the palms back down, all the way up, press, and 1, 2, 3, 4, down. Amazing, everybody. I know we're starting to feel good now. It's always those first 3 minutes where you're like, ooh, I don't know if I want to do this, but you can do it. You're here to do it, so you might as well finish it. All the way down, and let's lift overhead. Another 3 reps to go. That's 3. 2 more. All the way over, down to shoulder level, press, and back down. Last rep for me, last one for shoulders. All the way up, press, and lower for the last 3, 2, 1. All right, going into circuit number 2, just like that, into our back muscles. So you're gonna grab your heavier weights for this one. We're going into our back rows. What would a back workout be without rows? So we're gonna hinge down at the hips, so you hinge forward with the upper body, palms are facing in, squeeze the elbows in towards the waist, and squeeze those back muscles. 1, 2, 3, 4. So as if you're trying to squeeze the water out of a sponge. You're squeezing the shoulder blades together at the back, but keeping them back and down, facing down at your mat, pressing through those heels, slight bend in the knee, and try to lean down a little bit further. Now, if at any point your back starts to feel like it's under too much tension, you can, of course, come up, take a little breather, and then knock it back down, because we are here to burn those arms, baby. Up and lower for 10, 9, 8, control that movement down. It's a lot harder to do controlling it. 4, 3, 2, 1, and take a moment. We are gonna come back into that position. This time the palms are facing away from you. We squeeze those back muscles, palms are facing out, and we come back down in 4, in 3, in 2, and 1. Hinge forward at those hips, squeeze those elbows in, they stay close to the body here. I'm gonna show you from the front. Squeeze and lower. Feet are about hip width distance apart here. And if you've been using the same weights for the past 2 or 3 months, I'm telling you, baby, you can pick up heavier weights at this point, especially if you've been following this January guide, the 5 times strong and sexy guide, because it is not an easy one. And we are working hard for all of those changes. Squeeze and lower. Squeeze and lower, which, by the way, if you don't have that guide yet, I mentioned in the beginning of this video, it is in the links in the description. You open up that calendar, there's clickable links to each workout. There's 5 of them a week, 1 brand new one every Wednesday. It's like paying for an app, but you don't have to pay. In 3, in 2, in 1, squeeze it and come back up for me. If you have a heavier weight nearby, I would like you to grab that. We're gonna go into a landmine row. So this one is actually one of my new favorites. We're gonna come out nice and wide. Now we hinge forward at the hips. Weight is in the center, holding it vertically. We squeeze the elbows in and we lower that weight down. So we come up, 2, and down. 2, control that motion down. There you go, you've got this. Knees are out towards the side, pressing through those heels, facing down at the mat. Try to come down a little bit lower and squeeze those back muscles. It's also gonna work the upper arm muscles, which is coming up. We've got 2 more exercises for our back here. 2, 3 more exercises, my apologies. And then we go into biceps and triceps. So we are almost to the halfway point. I gotta say that, keep it going, keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and lower that weight off to the side. All right, this time coming into our renegade rows. So for this, you can either do this on your knees, which would be like so, hand right below the shoulder. Otherwise, come up onto those toes. If you can, I want you on those toes. And we are gonna renegade row, alternate the sides. Squeeze that elbow in towards the waist and come down. Really be careful not to rock the upper body. So minimal sway in those hips. Squeeze and lower. Squeeze and lower. I still have the thing to tell you about this workout today, but I have not had a chance. So I wanna make sure you're getting the best cues and the best way to change the muscles that you're working, which is to focus, to concentrate, to get that form right. Squeeze in and lower. Hand right below the shoulder. Squeeze those abs, squeeze those quads tight. Everything stationary except for those arms. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down to those knees. All right, I think this is actually our hardest exercise of this circuit. Bring that left weight forward. That right weight stays below the shoulder. Come up into that plank for me. From here, we take that weight from the front on the left. We squeeze in towards the waist, bring it down and into a push-up. Switching at halfway. 5 reps here. 4 reps here, really focus. 3 more after this, keep going. 3 reps. If you need to be on your knees for this, no problem. 2 more. Whew. Last squeeze in. Now take that left weight into the center. Right weight comes forward. We come down, we lift, we squeeze it up and lower. 4 more to go. I know this is super hard. You can do this. Learn those new exercises. 3. That's what makes it fun. 2. Oh my goodness. Last one, and then we get to put the weights down. Squeeze that elbow in, lower it down, and going into our Superwoman squeezes. Weren't you like so happy to hear that? So I want you on your tummy in 3, in 1, onto your stomach for me, squeezing the abs, squeezing the glutes, the thighs, and legs together. We're gonna bring the hands forward, palms face down. We squeeze those elbows in towards the waist, and we come forward. If you wanna make this harder, lift the feet up, squeeze and extend. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We are going into our bicep and tricep circuit directly after this, which means we are on our way to circuit number 3. And maybe at that point, I'll tell you what happened. I keep egging it on because I think it's so funny. Yeah, that was slightly sarcasm. Squeeze and extend for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, hold, 3, 2, lift the chest up, 1, and lower it down. Okay, flipping over, going into our tricep dips. So I want you to dig the heels in, lift those toes up off the mat. Hands are directly behind you, right below the shoulders. We come up, lift those hips up nice and high. We come down for 2 and up for 2. So it is at this point in the workout that I might as well tell you what happened today. So I already filmed this workout one time through, and I go to edit it, right? My mic was turned all the way up and was also in the wrong location, so it ended up being absolutely dreadful audio quality. So if I can get through this workout 2 times in one sitting, you can do this with me. And I really hope you are, because no one wants to work out alone, right? Even if it's online. I mean, I've gotten to know some of you already, and I think it's really fun. And it's so much more fun now that I have people doing the workouts with me. And I kept going for a year when nobody was. Keep going. 3, 2, last 1, and lower. Oh yeah, okay, I'll be honest, my arms, they are crucially sore at the moment. So we're gonna go into our biceps curls. Standard bicep curl for this one. Nothing crazy, let's really focus on those muscles. So we're on our knees or in standing, elbows get tucked in towards the waist, we squeeze up, and we come all the way down. Those palms are facing out, shoulders back and down. Now I think it's always good to remind you, if you're doing this, roll them back and down. We don't wanna be shy here, we wanna control those movements. Take your time and focus on the muscles and that strength before picking up those heavier weights. So I know a lot of people will jump to pick up heavier weights thinking that's gonna help them build muscle. It really doesn't until you've gotten that muscle connection and that muscle memory. So squeeze up and lower. However, if you're not feeling the burn yet, that means you probably can pick up heavier weights. Keep going. 3, 2, And one more, lower it down. We are going into our triceps kickbacks, and then I've got a new exercise for you for the biceps, which I think you're gonna like. All right, so we hinge forward. Again, you can do this in standing if you'd rather. We're gonna squeeze the elbows in towards the waist, squeeze those back muscles. Now hold right here for 5, 4, squeeze, 3, 2, on 1, we take that left arm back, we bring it in, we take the right arm back, we bring it in, you're holding at the top. For 6, for 5, smooth and controlled, 3, I missed 4, so 3, 2, and 1. Now I want to take that left arm back, pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bring it in, right arm back, hold for 5, pulse, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we take both arms back for 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, hold at the top and lower it down. Okay, everyone, our new exercise today for the biceps, I want you to grab your heavier weight. We're gonna take our left foot forward. You're gonna relax, rest that elbow down on the inner thigh. Now hinge forward a little bit, face down at your mat. We squeeze up to the shoulder and we come back down. So what happens here is your upper arm is not moving. It is completely stationary. You're working the bicep to bring that weight up with you. Up for 2 and down for 2. We've got 45 seconds each side. And I definitely need a drink of water, so keep going for me. Squeeze up and lower it all the way down. Woo! You can tell that I've been filming because my voice is like, I probably sound like a grandmother. No offense to grandmothers, that's all great, but I really wasn't trying to sound that way today. Keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more rep for me. Lift it up, lower it down, and we switch to that other side. You've got 15 seconds. And then we've got one more exercise for this circuit, and then we go into the chest circuit, which personally is my favorite. I have a story about that too, so I'll tell you that. Yeah, I know, it's been a day, like where things just don't go right. All right, right leg forward, rest that elbow down on your thigh, squeeze up, and lower down. The nice thing is, like the more exhausted I am, I think the more entertainment you get out of it because I'm trying so hard to keep myself going some days that it's like, I don't even know what I'm talking. I think one of the workouts, I was talking about like Hunchback of Notre Dame and Matilda, and it gets a little weird, right? But I guess, I mean, I would rather things be a little weird because it's more entertaining while I'm working out. And I'm really just talking to you guys at this point. Squeeze up and lower down. You've got another 5 reps. Woo! 4 reps. Control it. 3, squeeze that bicep, mind and muscle connection. 2, last 1, and lower it down. I'm not even disappointed. I feel like this workout's so much better than the one I accidentally filmed horribly. So we're gonna go into our triceps extension. If you wanna use both weights, you can. We're gonna bring that weight behind. Now squeeze the elbows in, and then we lift up, squeezing those triceps, that's the back of the arm here, and dipping down. Lift, squeeze, slowly lower. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep those elbows in towards each other. If you want to use both weights, you can. Feel that burn, work for it. We gotta work through our workouts. I know, they call it a workout for a reason, right? Squeeze up and lower down. And if you're here and you've made it this far, you are some of the select few that actually have consistency and dedication, which is huge. You should be celebrating it. Up and lower. All right, a few more reps here. I want you to come all the way down. Now pulse for 10, 9, 8, squeeze those elbows in. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and bring it over. All right, into our chest circuit we go. This is my favorite circuit. I love chest exercises. So we plant our feet on the mat, bend in those knees. We're gonna bring both of those weights out towards the side, and the palms are facing away. We come down, we squeeze towards the top. Come down and squeeze towards the top. At no point do your elbows actually touch the mat. I want you to keep them lifted. Keep a slight bend in those elbows at the top. And if you can handle heavier weights here, now just so you know, when I am on my own, I'm not using 8-pound weights. I do have to talk through these. However, when I am on my own, I'm using around 15 to 20-pound weights for these. So you can definitely pick up heavier than if you're going to like shoulder raises and things like that. Those, you're working more of the rotator cuffs. You don't want to go super heavy on those. Keep squeezing up. For 5, 4, 3, 2, Last one, and bring those weights down. You have a 15-second rest here. We're gonna go into diamond presses, another one of my favorites. So for this one, we're gonna bring the weights in together or just a single weight. You're gonna hold that vertically. Elbows come in, tuck towards the waist. We lift up, squeeze towards the center, and come down in 2 and 1. Squeeze up towards the ceiling and lower it down slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. The slower you go, the harder it is. This is gonna work into the biceps. It's also gonna work into that chest area, the bra line area. I know we want to tone there, especially if, I don't know, I've come down about 60 pounds in weight since I started my fitness journey, and this was about 7 years ago, right? But that was a tough area to tone, and I remember that, but it is completely possible. Consistency and dedication. Squeeze up and lower. Another 5, 4, concentrate, 3, 2, last one, slowly lower for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, this next exercise, if you've never done it, you may want to use lighter weights here. We're gonna have the palms facing in. We lift those arms up straight ahead. We tap the shoulder and we come back up in 3, in 2, and 1. Slowly lower, tap the shoulder, slowly up, squeezing those triceps. It's working to the chest, it's working to the triceps. Also gets a little bit of the biceps and the forearms in here. This is like an all-in-one on the floor, staring at your ceiling into the abyss. You can do this, just focus. Down and squeeze up. Now really try your best to keep the upper arm completely stationary. You're bending through the elbows, bringing the forearms down, tapping those shoulders, and squeezing all the way up. You're almost through the circuit, everybody. You've got two more exercises here. All right, I lied. 3 more exercises, and then we go into our final circuit. Down and squeeze for 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1. Bring those weights down, elbows in towards the waist. One of those weights is gonna come off to the side. This time, now this is an interesting one, okay? We're gonna keep that weight in our hand vertically. Now we're gonna bring that weight down towards the left, tap the shoulder, come up towards the center, come down towards the right, tap the shoulder, come up the center. So you're kind of coming out like you would with a wide press here. However, bringing that weight, controlling that movement down to the shoulder and back up. Squeeze and lift. Squeeze and lift. Control these movements. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great job. Squeezing that chest muscle. So you're thinking about squeezing the side of your chest to lift that weight up as opposed to just working random muscles here. Squeeze and lower. To the center, to the left. To the center, to the right. Doing amazing. Coming up into kneeling or standing after this. In 5, 4, get yourself ready. 3, 2, last one. Lift towards the center. Bring that weight down and come on up for me. Oh, I had a story about that. I didn't even tell you about it. We'll get to it. Okay, so for this one, hands come around that weight just like we were holding it before. We bring it in towards the chest. Back stays straight here. We come right above the eye line at a 45-degree angle. So control that weight, bring it up and lower down. If you can handle heavier here, even better, but please don't force yourself past it. Get the movement right before you do anything, all right? So let's say you do this today, you're using a 3-pound weight or a water bottle. That's not a problem. The 3rd time you do this workout, you're gonna be using a heavier weight. So keep track of what weights, you can even write it down in a notebook, what weights you're using for the workouts, especially since we have those guides, because the guides, you are gonna repeat some of these workouts, which means you'll be able to tell your progress, where you're at. Squeeze forward and back for 10, 9. And the great thing with these guides that I give you, it's like having an app that you pay for, but you don't even pay for it. I do this all for you. Keep going. 3, 2, squeeze up and lower it down. Okay, so this time, keeping that weight in our hands exactly where it is. We have one more exercise for this circuit, and we're doing essentially what we just did on the floor. However, in kneeling or standing, bring that weight in front. We come to the left, to the center, to the right, to the center. It burns. It absolutely burns. This is a killer workout, and if you're using something heavy enough, it's gonna burn even more, but squeeze those abs in. Careful not to rock the upper body. Facing straight ahead, chest stays lifted. To the left, to the center, to the right, to the center. Try to bring it back towards that shoulder. I'll show you from the side. Over to the right, to the center. To the left, to the center. Kind of like you're stirring a pot. Keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, Last time to that right side. Now come to the center and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, everyone, we are going into our final burner for abs and arms. We are going into a plank, lean back to hover. So for this one, I shouldn't have even told you that. We don't have any side planks today though. So hands are down, no weights this time, right below the shoulders. Come up into a plank for me. Now hold right here. Now beginners, I want you to either hold a plank here or on your forearms. Do not worry about the lean back. In 3, in 2, in 1, we take it all the way back, hold, and then we come forward. Take your time on this. You're leaning back, knees almost to the mat, but not quite. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is killer on the shoulders. It's killer on the core and the back. Okay, you've got 15 seconds left here. Can you keep on going strong for me? This is your last and final burnout. Do not leave for the end. And just because it's core does not mean leave. When you have a stronger core, you're gonna be stronger in the upper body and the legs too. Keep going. 3, 2, one more lean back. And bring it forward. Going into our hip dip seesaw. So we come onto the forearms now. We dip left, center, forward, back, dip right, center, forward, back, going in 5, 4, 3, come up on those toes for me, 2, 1, left, center, forward, back, to the right, center, forward, back, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Remember, no side planks today. I gave you a breather on those. I think you have enough of them going through this guide anyway. Whew. To the left, center, forward, back. To the right, center, forward, back. Do not forget your guide. Take advantage of it. I put it together for you. Time went into that because I do want you to get that consistency, to really feel stronger by the end. 5, 4, 3, 2, come to the center, hold for the last 2, 1, and down onto those knees. All right, so I want you to grab one of your weights here. We're gonna come into a sit-up. So I want you to have your feet planted on the mat. That weight comes between the hands, light weight for this, or no weight at all. We bring the arms overhead. We lift, drop that weight off, come down, arms overhead, lift and pick that weight back up. Let's go. Squeeze that core in. Squeeze those abs. Work for it. We want change. We want to feel stronger. We want that lean muscle. It's not all about being skinny, all right? A lot of this is strength focus and just how to feel absolutely unstoppable. Squeeze and drop that weight off, which by the end of today, I am absolutely going to. 2 times I filmed this. Oh my gosh. Another 5. Actually, I don't think I even have time to tell you what the other moment was, but if you can guess it in the comments, I want to see what your idea is. 3, 2, on 1, roll it back slow for 3, for 2, for 1, and lower down. All right, going into our next exercise, I want you to grab your other light weight. We're coming into a tabletop position, so one leg at a time comes up. Beginners, keep your feet on the mat. Hands come up, palms are facing away. We lift and tap that mat and come back up. Now, this time, don't let your weights come any further than where your eye line is. So you don't want them to come behind the head. You're coming up, tapping that mat, and coming down. This is one of my favorites. I feel like it really does work into the upper and the lower abs. Squeeze those abs in. Get that connection between your core and the mat because you want to keep that back flat as you come down. No arching. Lift, tap, and all the way up. If you want to make this harder, straighten those legs out. For the last 20 seconds, can you lower them a little bit more? There you go. 5. You're almost there, everybody. 4. I think I'm saying that to myself too. 3. And 2. This time I tested the sound beforehand though. Last 1, and you can lower yourself down. Okay, we've got 2 more exercises to go. We're gonna go with a reach through. So for this one, you have one weight in your hand, feet are apart, nice and wide. We come up, we squeeze through, and we lower in 1 second. Let's go up and squeeze, similar to what we did before, however, not coming up all the way this time. If you do want to make this harder though, you're gonna extend those legs up, squeeze through, and lower down. Now I know some of you ladies can absolutely handle this because you've gotten through some crazy workouts. I've seen you the past two months and I am super impressed because these are hard for me. They're hard for me, they've got to be tough for you, and the fact that you're getting through it is just so amazing to me. Keep going. Squeeze, and lower. And I mean, I know you can, but it's just, I'm inspired, really. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, lower it down. Last exercise, toe reaches. You all know what toe reaches are. We're gonna bring those legs straight up. Speaking of toes, I can't wait to paint my nails today. We're gonna flex those feet, lift that weight over, squeeze up and down in 3, in 2, in 1. Up and slowly lower, up and slowly lower. If you wanna make this even harder, we can reach for those toes and we can extend all the way. You're gonna take this nice and slow though, extending the arms, extending the legs, squeezing those abs and really keeping that back flat on the mat. I am telling you now, my arms are gonna be so sore tomorrow. And I'm actually filming this the week of Christmas, so you'll be seeing this a little bit later, but in 3 days, and I won't be able to put my tree down because I don't think I'm gonna be able to move my arms. Keep going, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and lower those legs down. Give me a nice stretch overhead. Extend those legs. Do not forget to grab your guide. Don't forget to like the video. It really does help support my channel. Leave me a comment. I want to know what you thought. If you got a good laugh today, because I certainly did, mainly at myself. But anyway, I will see you guys for our next workout. I will be telling you what it is in the next scene. Have a great day. Amazing job, everyone. If you've made it to this scene, it means you made it to the end of this workout, and I know my arms are gonna be sore tomorrow. Hopefully yours are too. Now smash that thumbs up button for me so I know you made it through, and remember to tune in next Wednesday at 1 p.m. EST for our brand new and last workout of the 5 times Strong and Sexy Guide. It is an hourglass abs, glutes, and arm sculpt. It is one of my absolute favorites, and I'll be announcing what our next series is gonna be at the end of it. Until then, we've got a week and a half left of that guide. It is in the links in the description. Just keep following along with that. Turn those notifications on so you don't miss next week's workout. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I will see you next Wednesday for our brand new burn.